of the profits. At this time, the brothers learn that our hero calls the Des Plaines location the first McDonald's restaurant, which they don't really like. At the opening of another location, Ray is met by an enthusiastic crowd along with cheerleaders. He realizes he's achieved success. Later at dinner in a restaurant with investors, he meets the restaurant owner, who also wants to invest in the fast food chain. After all, he knows the restaurant business very well. Ray's attention is drawn to his new colleague's wife. She's playing the piano, and Ray is speechless. And afterwards, he even performs a song with her. On the plane on the way home, he hears passengers sitting next to him discussing the new fast food restaurant chain across America. Ray smiles. Upon returning home, he brags to his wife that now investors are seeking meetings with him themselves. And it would seem things are looking up. However, a financial problem soon surfaces. The deductions he's entitled to under the contract aren't enough to operate. Ray calls Dick to improve the terms, since he's only getting 1.4%, but the brothers refuse. The older brother calms the younger one down again, but he doesn't want to listen. On top of that, due to being late on the loan, the bank wants to take his house, which his wife finds out about since he hadn't told her anything. Ray goes to the bank and says they had no right to call him at his personal number, but the banker responds that Ray's work phone was simply unavailable. After arguing with the bankers, the man visits the branch that Joan opened with her husband. And later, they meet for dinner, the three of them. The woman suggests switching to powdered extract for milkshakes, which would save money on ice cream and energy for the refrigerators they store it in.
Chocolate?
Valeo. Joan treats Ray to a mixed shake.
What do you think? I'm trying a delicious milkshake.
And he agrees it's a great idea. His interest in the woman who shares his ideals grows. However, Dick fundamentally refuses to switch to powdered shakes. After all, this destroys company policy. And Dick hangs up first, though usually Ray did that. Ray asks the banker for another loan, but receives a logical refusal. However, his speech is heard by Harry Sonneborn, a financial consultant. He offers the businessman his help. After studying the contract, Harry finds a loophole and suggests getting into real estate acquisition where the McDonald's stand. By renting them out, Ray can make a profit regardless of the brothers' decisions, since the brothers only decide matters inside the restaurant, not outside. For this, Ray organizes a new corporation, which Dick doesn't like very much, and he calls Ray. Nevertheless, our hero stands his ground. Formally, he's not violating the terms of the current agreement. In addition, the restaurant chain is growing. Ray is interviewed, and his photo graces magazine covers where he's featured as director and founder of McDonald's. But soon he decides to disobey Dick and transfer all locations to powdered extract to save money. He personally brings the first batch to Joan. Later that night, in secret, they discuss expansion prospects on the phone while Ray's wife pretends to sleep in an empty bed. She heard everything. Dick learns that the businessman gave the go-ahead for powdered shakes and expresses his disagreement. He threatens a lawsuit, but Ray refuses to comply. His current financial position will allow him to drown his opponent in legal costs and simply bankrupt the two brothers.
Contracts are like hearts. They're made to be broken.
Later at dinner with his wife, eating vegetables, our hero admits he wants a divorce. However, in dividing the property, he gives her everything, both the house and the car, but refuses to transfer even one share of the company to her. He'd rather die than share the company with her. Later, he sends Dick the new powdered extract with a letter bearing the McDonald's logo. The brothers argue with him over the phone, and from the stress, Mac falls unconscious. Later, Ray visits him in the hospital and offers a blank check as payment for their share of the business. They're free to write in any amount. After thinking for some time, the brothers agree. They can't compete with a huge company. Dick calls Ray, and among their conditions are not only a lump sum payment, but also the right to keep their cafe that they opened, as well as perpetual payments of 1% of profits.